We saw the draw come up short by Goodfellow, and the hit and roll out there by Matt Hamilton now.
What do I like?
Just run. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt struggled a little bit in last night's game, and that opening shot was not what he was looking for.
Deal. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
I'll run it straight back, get them all moving. Very nice, able to clear that one out. A double raise.
Normal save.
Great sweeping, holding that line.
It's normal. Last way. Lead. Normal. Yep. Yep.
This is great for Matt to get a chance to throw that in-turn hit again.
Right to the stop. All right.
Roll it over. Roll it over.
And that's a really nice shot.
As that comes to rest, you can see our rules of play, 6 ends minimum. Each team given 38 minutes of thinking time with 1 60-second timeout, and that thinking time is not while the stone is traveling. It's just the deliberation, not the delivery.
Yeah, it's the decision-making time that the teams are given. And the decision for Greg Drummond on his first shot is going to be a hit and roll behind the Scottish center guard.
So good.
Whoa. 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 Wait, safe. Okay. Okay.
Well, trying to roll underneath. It's at the side of the 4-foot, so just 1 stone in play.
Normal rolls above tee.
Might break late here.
We got to look at USA third Tyler George.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Tyler's had a really outstanding start to this event.
Close. Whoa. Weight's good. Close, so. No.
Looks very calm and comfortable out there.
Matt. That's deep. All right.
I like,
Well, Tyler playing in his 4th World Championship. Of course, was a member of that team last year that
Okay, that was really nice.
was on the podium.
Okay. Maybe a touch play.
Yep. Yep.
Turn body here.
Hard. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Come on, real hard. Real hard. Sweet boys.
Hard to. Okay. Okay.
Good, good sweep. Come on, got light.
Stay here quiet.
You like that more than draw?
Good
Yeah,
sweep.
I mean, you don't get around the draw or force. I'm just kind of playing the blank. But you like the draw better?
I was just about to ask you, which way were you thinking and how you play about it?
We're going this way, though. Yeah, I like that.
All right, so quick change in thought process there. Tyler was looking for the draw. His skip agreed. USA still feeling like they can have an opportunity for 2 here.
Well, it's an open 4-foot open scoring zone, so
That's no good.
John was sort of thinking of going blank as opposed to the aggressive side and
Losing handles
trying to
is
score
probably gonna drag. It's coming out the other side pretty hard.
multiple points, but deeper than what they had hoped for.
It's only getting forced.
John says, I don't like getting forced. And by that, he means getting forced to a single point when his team has the last rock advantage. You're always looking to score 2 as often as possible when you have that last rock advantage.
One's probably good.
Just like nice barrier, maybe.
Okay. Greg was barrier up with his last one.
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah,
of
I think
control, so
this will curl.
I think so too. Good
Give me
speed.
a hair.
It's nice speed, Dave.
Nice speed.
Yeah.
Well, David Murdoch in his 7th trip to a World Championship. He's medaled every time he's gone there. Is quite the collection, 2 of each color.
Yep, just body.
He is a formidable opponent for anyone at a World Championship.
Yep. Whoa.
He also has one of those Olympic medals that some people may have know about. Silver medal in 2014, and lies 2 now in a position for that force against Team USA.
Player on that side. Control.
skip John Schuster sliding down the ice, getting ready for his first shot.
All right. We can roll under. We can roll all the way over to the other one.
Okay. Can't wait. Control.
So they've got a couple of options here, as John points out for us. It's one of the great things about watching Team USA and skip John Schuster play.
Solid. Whoa. Pull up.
Stay close.
He
Stay
talks
close.
through his thought process.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
He's not one to be shy, whether he's wearing a mic or not.
Hammy. Go.
Never go.
Go.
Anything, lads, anything. That's nose. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
That way it was close, wasn't it?
You saw the call on late, knowing they wanted to try and sweep to with the way it was with the intern there, try and get that curl.
Yeah, just looking for a little bit of using the scratch theory of sweeping, but with these new brush heads, I think the guiding effect is vastly different than what we saw last season, obviously. But teams are still
Same way.
doing everything they can with every opportunity they have.
Maybe a touch left.
Yep.
Touch left.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Hard, Scott. Hard, Scott. Hard, Scott. Hard, 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 hard.
Well, this time the roll is pretty much weighed good enough that no real hit. Probably have to play the straight draw.
Yeah, John's playing the draw, and this is the situation he referenced earlier that he didn't want to get forced.
Ties was a 13-6 here.
You thinking 90?
I'd need 95. I mean, those guys scrubbed a 14-7 on this side. And the...
Right. Well, it doesn't need to be 14-7.
No, I understand. I'm going to try not to overthrow this. I haven't thrown a 95 yet, so.
Great look down the sheet of ice. John Schuster coming out with his last rock of the first end. Looking for a bit of the forefoot in order to score a single point.
Line's good.
Line's good, boys.
Line's good.
Yeah, line.
Sweepers John
Holding
Landsteiner
fast,
and Matt
though.
Hamilton
Line's fine.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
have the responsibility of landing this shot right into the forefoot.
Hard. Still by. Go.
Keep going.
Go, 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 go,
Keep
go.
going.
Come on.
Trying to drag it, got to get past that stone,
Good enough.
and not quite enough. It over curled on him as well, and an early steal by Scotland gives them an early 1-0 lead over USA.
He's got a haircut out, Mikey, in the wider path, I think he is. It must have been.
Just not your thing. Doesn't think you're good. Good to start going now.
Okay, aim for 3.
Well, look inside here, Northlands Coliseum, the second time it's hosted a world championship.
Top
Glenn
four.
Howard, the winner back in 2007.
Almost button. I think we're good for here. Line's good.
It's David Murdoch and his Scottish team able to get a steal of one in the first. So it means Michael Goodfellow gets us going for the second straight end.
Good, boys. Real nice. Nice, Mike. Good.
And another excellent shot by Team Scotland to open the end. John Landsteiner looking to put this corner guard right on the Ford logo.
There. Line's good. Line's good. Right there. I think it's all here. Yep. Ties rock nonetheless.
Steady clear.
Yep. Good.
Well played, Stone.
Well, important setup, important placement of those stones.
Line's good.
That one, and you said on the Ford logo, we've seen some really high that's really tough to even, for them to be factors when they're that high.
Yeah, you're looking to have something that's relatively tight to the rings, but not so tight that it makes a run easy. You want them to have to navigate some angles. So that USA stone may have slipped just 10 inches too far.
That one, a couple inches too far, sliding into the top of the house.
Normal.
Yeah, and a great opportunity for USA to set up two corner guards with the Scottish lead stone slipping into the rings.
Normal. Stay close. Yep. Yep. Really hard.
This one's curling real hard. Grab the center line quickly.
Yeah, well,
They do get two guards, but not in the position they'd wanted. John Landsteiner.
So just like three. Just a
Now
three,
Scotland will guard that one up.
The center section of the ice is always a little bit tricky early in the game. Teams spend so much of their practice playing outside in, getting ready for the draw shot challenge, that the ice crossing center might be a little bit sharp. John's rock may have caught a little bit of fresh pebble down the middle.
It will get there.
Just curled really early on him.
Line's tight.
Now an opportunity for Scotland. Put a little bit better guard up this time.
Real nice, Scotty. Okay, very good. Scotty.
And taking a look at the coach from Scotland, three-time world champion Ian Tetley from Oakville, Ontario, along with high performance director Tony Zumak and alternate Ross Patterson.
yep. Yep.
Well, Matt Hamilton had that rollout in the first when they were set up early to try and score two. This one will touch the front. Still into the ring, so it's something they can
I'm
use.
playing it tight for that particular purpose. Good.
Yeah, and as we get a look, guiding Team USA, Coach Phil Drobnik
Okay.
Yep.
from Eveleth, Minnesota,
Mind call the touch on the inside.
along with high performance director Derek Brown from Scotland.
Control. Whoa. Control.
So that last shot by Matt Hamilton, it might have looked like a mistake, but it actually was a way to take the play away from the corner guards.
Trying to do something with it.
And
Well, forced Scotland to make a play on that one. Now those two are bunched together, and
Deal. Just make the double. We're going this way, Matt.
let John do the commentary most of the time.
yeah, John's going to keep it simple here. Take the opportunity to get rid of both of these Scottish stones.
Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, yeah.
And just like that, they go away, and a couple of guards that
Yeah, he's just
both teams have a chance to roll behind.
forward motion. He threw the first one good, but just curling so early.
A nice look at the action off these stones. Just that easy.
Weight's good. Hair down.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep. Hard. Gotta go hard. Hard. Hard, Mike. Really hard. Really hard.
same spot that John Landsteiner's rock moved real hard.
Okay.
So the ice has been seemingly a little center
Back 12.
peaked.
What's that?
So a little bit center high. So
Back
once
12, yeah.
a rock grabs the center line,
Gotta
it's
be
been
full
moving
12 with each.
really hard.
I'm thinking like there.
Back 12.
USA looking for a split off this top rock.
Both you go. Oh, yep. Hard, boys, go. Hard, every inch.
We've seen it go hard, as you said, and crossing that center, trying to roll both of them in. And we'll end up tapping the one behind, so they knew they had some options with that. They didn't make the perfect split. They could have that result.
Think so.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot. They needed to get that second
Definitely
stone
slower
on.
in there.
Top one, get on the rings or no?
12-9.
No? That's decent. That's good. Okay.
So Scotland electing to use their stone outside the rings, a short little run back.
Well, Greg Drummond will be asked to play this short slash in.
Hard, Scott.
And he'll stick it right in the side of the 12-foot, so it is Scotland lying 2.
USA gets to
Let's
try the
go
same
around
shot.
it, or around this.
Can we sit 2 by making that split?
What's
or
that?
No? So even if we sit 2 by making the split, it's an open double.
So what do you want to play?
How close is that to the rings? Really close?
It is 1 inch off the rings.
Okay. You like around it better than split? I like the split.
I think we play the split still.
Okay.
We're gonna go the other way though.
It's fine.
What's the mindset of how you go about it? That's why John said go the other way, like to curl into it as opposed to crossing the face of it.
Yeah, curling into it allows you to create a little bit of separation, easier separation. When you cross the face, you're driving a rock a little bit deeper, straighter back. This will create a little bit of sideways motion, as you can see, and a little bit of separation.
Quite a bit of separation there as they are lying 2.
That's a really nice shot by Tyler George.
Oh, it's really good.
But it's just a shade thicker.
Good. I
mean,
don't think thicker's any good. Makes the double easier.
And roll right over it. I think you can slide off it somewhere over here. Yeah, like that's probably pretty good if you roll up into this area. Yeah, control.
I think
Control of this.
John saying he wanted a
Yeah,
little
bend
thicker
half will be
because
real close to the
now
right.
he has a chance. He can hit and roll, and you have some options with it. You could catch it thin, make the double, or you can roll into anywhere on that side.
Yeah, and then USA might have to play a touchy, delicate hit, trying to navigate their second shot. Once Dave Murdoch gets his eyes on that target, they never waver. Delivery really smooth, easy release. Just a laser focus.
On the roll, Mike. On the roll, Mike. On the roll, Mike. Go, 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 go.
Well, just too thick. That was they knew they had a place to roll, so you'd rather miss it the other way and catching it too thin.
Yeah, the interesting part about where that stone landed is that where does the U.S. put theirs in order to secure their score of 2 points? They've got it
I
set
don't know
up.
the broom on this necessarily either.
Matt. What do you got here?
Yeah. All right, let's go this way. It'll finish nice and hard.
Just seeing if maybe we
like that draw?
there, but
Yeah,
I mean, if I ever got to here, it's perfect.
all
Right?
behind
But
the T line at all.
I mean, even here, he could freeze out, but he's gonna have to.
Right.
I think he's gonna run anyways. I think. You think
need
that's-
to hit and
I
roll
mean,
to
we were
get
throwing draw the button
second.
here, and it was Matt's over curled when you got kind of in here. So
Yeah, you want to clear for sure.
I think this is good actually, right there.
What are you thinking, hog hog?
What?
13-8, 13-7?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right in that ballpark.
Excellent communication there between
one on
Tyler
this.
George and John Schuster. verifying exactly what they want,
Gotta
what
be-
they're looking for.
It's got to get mostly buried or all the way. I mean, chance to leave it double. But
Let's try 90 then, huh?
yeah, if I threw it, I threw you last.
Well,
time,
and they're
so-
talking
Yeah.
what weight in this path, because there are some different speeds for different paths on the ice.
Yeah, and in particular, early in the game, a front end's job, so for John Landsteiner and Matt Hamilton, their responsibility is to keep track of the paths, how many rocks have gone down, what kind of sweeping, and what they think the weight will be,
5, 6.
Get better.
and share that with their skip.
Steiner.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Boys. Or go really deep. Don't be rock behind T-line. Go.
Sorry, John.
Dang it.
It's our fault.
No, you didn't sweep that much.
Well, going deep, what don't they like? What's the out now for Scotland here?
Scotland just has to weld down there, put one right on the face of the USA stone in the back of the forefoot, and it takes the opportunity to score 2 out of play. Forces USA to draw for 1.
So you're 95 for draw the button, and Mikey was 97 top button.
Schuster was hoping he'd force Murdoch into playing the run back.
Yeah, and hopefully the run back would have given him an opportunity to score 2 points. That said, Team Scotland still needs to make a really nice draw here.
Line's good.
Seeing the out turn or the counterclockwise rotation.
Clean then.
Wade's
Line
close.
4. Line's good. Line's good.
Wade's close.
Line's good. Yep.
Line only.
Line's good.
Line
Line's
only.
good. To it. Got room.
Line
To
only.
it.
Do not want any bounce, just right down to the face. And very nice sitting shot stone.
Good, Dave.
Hair quicker or just a hair heavier?
You're just a touch heavier.
That's how I felt in my hand.
Yep.
Here in both teams, just it's all that communication.
And again, I think that's coming off of their losses last night, knowing that they really have to push through, connect to the ice speed conditions, connect to each other.
We'll let you know when we get back. This line is heavy. It's really not going to get this.
So now 2 rocks have gone down the same exact path. So this path will get a hair quicker than when John threw last time.
Little tight. Same weight.
Same way. T now.
Yep. Whoa, you're okay.
Line's fine.
Back, forward, back.
Yep, we got back. Yep, go.
Yep.
T.
You got backing. Yep.
Starting to move now.
Hard.
Hard, boys.
I'll need full 4-foot piece of the
Right
button.
to it. Gotta
Hard.
go.
Still need the backing.
Short last end. Now, do they need the backing?
Good enough, John.
And it stops in time.
Really?
Narrowly
Oh.
over curled on
Well,
him.
they stopped communicating a little bit. The sweeper stopped calling weight, and USA almost got into a little bit of trouble for that.
So 1 for the States. It's all tied. 1-1 after 2.
Right, so
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
Well, John Schuster gets his single point.
Two,
We're all square 1-1.
Rock really good
Scotland,
last time.
USA.
Hey,
Scotland comes in
really glidey.
0-1. They have a 2-draw day, while the U.S. is at 1-1. Their lone game of the day today for John Schuster and company.
Let her die. No, go ahead.
Yeah, they had an aggressive start yesterday. 2 games right out of the chute.
or just control.
First one they won convincingly against Team Russia, and the second game they dropped to Switzerland. Whereas Team Scotland faced the rookie team from Norway and
Weight's good. Yep.
just came up a little bit short.
Yep.
First stone in. So see the hit by Michael Goodfellow.
So the teams looks like they're going to exchange stones for a bit here. Nice and simple in the rings.
Close.
With John Landsteiner's first rock slipping into the rings.
Good, clean, clean.
Scotland is happy to hit.
Same throw.
Take a little bit of a break, possibly, from all the rocks in play.
Same weight. Maybe a touch more. And heavier. Yep. Okay.
Well, trading shots back and forth now. Got a roll to be in the rings. But as they do that, we'll take a look over Germany and Sweden. Alex Baumann taking on Niklas Edin in Sweden. Niklas Edin here with his final shot. They blank the first.
Looking to remove the German counter, sitting on the side of the rings.
Here trying to get the roll in. And it'll roll, but how far does it go? It is a steal. It rolls too far for the two-time world champ, Niklas Edin, and it is a steal of 1 by Germany early.
And back to our feature sheet. Everything fairly simple here in this third end. Lots of wide open takeouts.
Yeah, trading shots back and forth and being in the top of the house. Need to get that roll. Make sure you're fighting the rings. Don't want to leave a cheap guard for someone to come around.
Nice delivery by Matt Hamilton there. Timing looked really good. Nothing was rushed. Looks like he's settling in nicely.
Nice peel.
And because they're going to have trouble rolling this onto the rings,
Let's just rip it out.
Scotland's elected just to remove all rocks from play. John Schuster doing a little bit of thinking.
Right in.
Wait, I think it's there. T-line.
Good.
This one's looks a little bit heavy.
Well, right to the top of the button. Scotland peel this one out again, or just try and roll it
I
to
think
the
they'll
side of the
stick.
house?
I think they'll stick around with this one. So you'll see the weight come down a little bit from the last stone thrown.
Weight's good. Yes. Control. Yes. Coming down. Yes. Coming down. Whoa.
Well, Still a swift-moving third end. Tyler George doesn't waste time coming out of the hack.
Yep.
No, these are simple,
Yep.
basic
Hard.
shots for all of these guys.
Right to it, Hammer.
Clean.
Right to it.
Clean.
All right, good.
Little down, huh?
I really like how, though, they're moving these rocks around the rings, giving everybody a little bit of a different look. Maybe you'll catch your opponent in a new spot.
More weight. Control. Good control.
Clean.
Good control this time.
Clean.
That's his best throw.
Okay. This throw, Rick. Better weight. Aye. This throw.
Right here. Well, that's good for Johnny. That's perfect.
Well, you hear laughs between the teams. They know each other quite well. Obviously played numerous times at World Curling Tour events, World Championships.
Yeah, these two teams have only played once this season, though. I believe it was in September, and Dave Murdoch and company were the victors in that game.
Greg with a nice control that time.
I think we're better being that. No, a little bit more. A little bit more.
Well, finding that magic spot where you need to put the broom.
Control.
And because of the simplicity of this end and these shots, skips are on the far end, allowing their thirds to take control.
Throw firm.
That's our fault.
Well, ideally stick around as the play here for Schuster. You don't want to give a freebie for your opponent. You want to force them to make that hit and roll out in order to blank the end.
Yeah, you want them to earn the blank.
Throw it good, David. It'll make it.
A little better throw.
And with this last shot,
Heel.
peel weight, looking to remove the U.S. stone and roll out of the rings, carry the hammer
This way, Mike.
to the fourth end. Successfully done.
Just like that. So quick third means we'll move to the fourth. It will remain a 1-1 tie. United States taking on Scotland.
Yeah, nice end.
Good timing on that one.
Well, a blank third end after singles in the first two.
Line's good.
John Schuster, David Murdoch.
Matt
Here
Holloway,
we
line's
play
good.
the fourth end. USA, Scotland.
I just can't balance. All right.
And a really nice start for John Landsteiner, putting that rock in the center guard position. Oh, and look, there's big heads all over the arena today.
Wide-eyed and ready to curl, not bushy tails.
Here's good. Pretty good.
Have you ever seen a face of yours, Ann, when you were curling? Looking over and seeing, oh, there's someone's got my head.
Yes, I have. It is a unique experience.
Thanks, Mike.
Good.
That spot's a little slick. Speed's picking up today. Ice looks absolutely beautiful. Conditions are great. The humidity is down. And taking a look at John's performance,
Line's tighter
sitting
in
at
the first
80%.
Whoa.
Yeah, line's okay. though.
6.
Yeah, line's good. Let her curl.
6.
Sides are rocking. Actually, this is spinning, so
The old don't even look at it
A little at the end, maybe.
weight call.
just last 2 feet.
Wait
Yeah,
for
go
it.
ahead. Even spin.
Easy.
That's good. That's good. All right, Steiner.
All right. All right, bud.
They were hopeful that that rock sat a little bit higher in the rings.
Yeah, that way if it take the guard, it's all right.
We're seeing this call a lot more by teams now. They'll play this one really tight if they touch the guard over. But just trying to move that off the center and keep their shooter around.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity for Michael, even if he touches that center guard, to roll his shooter underneath the corner guard he threw with his first rock.
Back eight. Back eight. Yep. Whoa. Back four, back eight. Back four. Yep. Back eight. Hard. Hard. Really hard. Come on, keep going, guys. Keep going.
Well,
keep
they
going,
get
keep
past
going,
the
keep going,
front
keep going.
now, trying to push that one back.
Good night. Good.
Goes back 12 foot, so nicely done.
This is still a nice opportunity for Team USA. There's a couple of rocks in the rings. Center guard.
5.
Should have room. Line's good.
Matt Hamilton sitting at 72% for the tournament.
Mine's good.
Line's good.
Those numbers are going to
Tie
have to be
two, though,
raised a
still.
little
Tie,
bit
go.
by
Yep.
USA's front
Easy,
end
both
in
of
order
you.
to challenge for the top of the podium by the end of the week,
Hard. Right to it.
Yep, line. Yep.
which I'm sure with every game they get, they'll get a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more confident.
Well, right down on top there. Going shot for shot so far in this one.
Do you want to try and keep the corner or?
Well. Yeah. Make sure.
Great work by Scott Andrews there, just verifying the outcome goals of this shot. Do they want to hit and roll for a corner? And
Just straight peel that corner guard, or the center guard, pardon me. And
yeah, Skip Dave Murdoch had said, let's just make sure. And by make sure, he meant let's just make sure we get it all the way out. Don't worry too much about the bonus part of rolling for a corner guard.
All there. 3, 4.
Little bit heavy. 3-4, meaning
Easy, guys. You're
tight
right.
to
3,
the
4,
rings,
Curling, so it's tied.
into the top of the 12 foot.
It's gonna overcurl as a shade too, so just let her die wherever it dies, I guess. There's nowhere else to go with it. So.
Jeez.
All right.
Sorry, Johnny.
Thanks. Yeah, that's so bad.
That's no.
well, that not anywhere where they wanted it. They were trying to have that one as a guard. It slides into the rings. Now plays in the house, and that corner guard can still come into play now for Scotland.
Yeah, it looks like
Max, I
they
mean,
can actually
let's-
do a little bit of
just tap
hit
that 4
and
feet.
roll, unlock their
I
own
think you need a
stone.
touch more with this.
There's a catcher in the back. They can roll towards their corner guard.
Back 8, at least. Yep. Play back 12. Whoa. Back 12. Whoa. Back 12. Whoa. Whoa, race really nice. Close. A little bit heavy still. No, no.
Yep, other way. Yep.
No, get on the high side. Keep it warm. Trying to.
Well, tap it back, use those stones in behind.
Okay.
Now as everything comes to rest, you always see them figure out, do we like it or not? So they figure out if they like it. We'll look over at sheet A, Germany and Sweden. 1-0 Germany after the steal in the second end.
That'll pick this back one.
So Nicotine with a chance to draw for second point.
You ever do this? They make the double, they're line 3.
Yeah, Alex Bauman in his last just blasted a couple of yellow stones off the side just to leave the draw for 2. Not want to give up the big end, but still a deuce for Nicolas Sedin.
Our feature sheet, lots of discussion about what's going to happen when USA tries to.
There's enough space where you might be able to peel and not drag this too hard, but you ever just barely go, it's bad.
I don't mind nose.
You like that?
If you like nose better, it's fine.
I mean, we can guard too right now. Because
And
this
he's
rock's
got
never a
this to
second
too.
point for him.
He's got the slash on a red door too.
What do you like? I mean, this would walk right in here just fine.
It's good if we get all the way there, as long as it curls enough.
All right.
The hook's so hard, I mean, she could knock it easy. Is that enough ice?
So pivotal shot here for USA. Looking to play a freeze on the Scottish stone in the back of the 8-foot.
Room! Yeah! Room!
Whoa!
Lots of it. Lancer rock.
Coming down.
Lancer.
To it. It's to it. Only if you have to.
Yep, go, Lance. Hard. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, Ty.
Just that little bit off the nose. They're trying to get it as close to nose as possible.
Yeah, and it just sat a hair wide. Looks like Scotland can hit the top stone and possibly remove both of the U.S. stones from the rings. And sit 1 and 2, one underneath, one the corner guard, and the other towards the center.
It's like, what do you think? Control? Yeah, control. Control normal, I see. Like,
Don't do too much, eh? There is a gap in between those stones.
Yeah, I'll cut off an inch.
And here's where that guard can still be a factor if you get the flop over on this one. But get rid of shot stone. Greg Drummond, you see 80%
whoa, normal.
on the event so far.
Go, 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 go.
Spell that one out. So first, second, and fourth now belonging to Scotland.
Yeah, there is a double. That's possible, I think, for Team USA. That was a nice shot by Greg Drummond. You see a little bit of the drag effect. Stones going into the direction of the running stone
That area at least
Yeah.
should have a double.
versus the raised stone.
I guess that's just the worst spot, right? It's a line.
I don't think we could have got it much better than that.
Yeah, they're line 2. Okay. I mean, you could theoretically just, well, you can't be. You got to roll. Otherwise, that doubles bang, bang. So,
Yeah, you gotta roll.
yeah.
Even if you roll all the way over, it's still okay.
Yeah. Joel.
So in a perfect world, Ann, roll back 4 foot.
Yeah, they're looking, I don't know that they can roll quite back 4 foot, but they're looking to roll a bit staggered underneath those 2 stones. And the way Tyler George has been playing, the shot should be readily available to Team USA.
Whoa! Whoa! Give your hair up. Whoa! Whoa. Close. Whoa! Yep! Yep! Whoa! 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 Sit.
Malt rolls over and will sit.
Okay, Ty.
Did it spin just one more time than needed to sit for shot stone?
Yeah, it just rolled about 2 inches too far. It's still not an easy situation for Scotland. Those angles are pretty tough. And that in-turn freeze on the outside edge of the sheet is a fresh spot of ice that they haven't seen yet.
We'll do like that. The other option we're thinking is maybe hitting this.
You're just going to leave this top double, but not terrible.
And it just opens it up. Like they have to get rid of that yellow. Like Greg thinks he can get there in the in-turn to that back one, but if you ever take that top red.
Well, I think this is short because right now, he's going to have to make this.
Yep, I don't mind it.
As long as we're decent.
Are you liking the freeze more than the...
Well, right now he's going to have to move us.
Yep.
So even if you weren't second shot,
I think this makes his next shot easier.
Look at the
When
bench.
we make our shot, Scott, things to think about.
I just don't know how we get there, but
Yeah.
I mean, even if you came down and did that.
Well, if
and
I was ever
suck-
tapping at a foot, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, button was middle of the 12.
That was less.
That was button. Yep.
So the real trick on this shot is going to be how much weight to throw through a little bit of fresh ice.
I don't think we want any less than draw the button. Because if we get
Maybe
to
a
those here,
little
we love
bit
it.
of frost.
It's almost...
The spot that hasn't really been thrown at all in this game.
Kind of like what we're throwing that side, like a 90.
This is always going to curl like that.
I wouldn't mind a 90, 95.
I think a 90 is really close.
Agreed. As you say, you can bump it.
1995, they're referring to 3.95 seconds from this point, the back line, to this point, the hog line.
Don't kill the line. Line's good.
That would transfer to
We
about
should be to it.
14
Really
seconds hog to
close.
hog.
Good. Line's perfect. Just Scott. Needs to curl a ton.
Get the weight right.
Needs to curl a ton, but no line. No line. No line. Get in there. Oh,
Good effort.
Well, I was trying at the end in that spot where didn't curl right away. Comes up
wait.
just a little bit. It
I
is
gave it-
still
I just
shot
made-
stolen
I
that
was
one,
just
top
making sure
8
it
foot.
wasn't a walk.
Yeah, no, I liked it.
I don't think that ever sets
And this goes on here now. I mean, could I throw hit at this? Yeah, I'm just saying if I can see the whole
You can
thing.
freeze
plus
the
something,
inside,
I'd
it's
hit and roll and
perfect.
just jam this back one in. Actually, without moving it, it's fine. That doesn't even hurt us now, right? Okay. All right, split draw. I think he kind of threw that one here. So, think that's close.
I think so. Are we second?
What?
Are we second?
Yeah. Shot rock is the upper one, not the one he just threw. So, I got a 13-4 on that. Surprisingly, you guys get a hog there?
Yeah, 13-3.
Yeah. So, the speed wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Much either.
No. So,
Swinging like 80 then, or what?
yeah, I think you get 80 there.
So get to follow that same path. They had a look and they got a read on the speed.
Yeah, and they got a read on the line. So Team USA feeling confident, knowing they can play this same exact spot.
Line's good.
Whoa! 7, 8.
It's all about
Line's pretty good.
rock management right now. Shots really close, the way they're communicating.
Hammy, yours. Go! Go! Whoa!
Really good.
And a beautiful shot by John
Shot, Johnny.
Schuster and team.
That one dove in there.
Good job. Great angle.
Still no lack of curl even on that spot of the ice. You're never sure what you're going to get going out to.
Like even
I think as
The
long as you
wide
make
side.
contact with one of them.
then he hits this.
Yep.
I want to make contact with 5.
Yeah.
Where else we go?
You
See,
think
that way, I mean, I
What's
can
the
see
room
a
to hit
piece.
that, like, well, that's the thing. The back one will be in play if, well,
Make it a barrier or something.
might just
Just
get it out and I'll move this.
Yeah, we
back
could almost, you could almost lie both of these if we make this. 'Cause
You
is
nearly
gonna-
make this.
Eh? Well, I'm going to lose my shoe, but this
No,
isn't
no, but I mean like hit the 8
Yeah,
and roll
I
out.
think that's the shot.
Pick the 5.
Well, it'd be nice, eh?
Yeah. You got enough of it, Scott?
Oh, you've got tons. You've got at least a third.
Probably. Can't What weight do we need to be to get this?
You've got half.
They're not looking at keeping sure, so it's almost control.
It's control, isn't it?
That?
Yeah. Because you're literally just like an inch of it.
Lot of team discussion on what to play. How are they trying to go at it? Are they trying to get that
Like control.
top red, or are they trying to go on the
Just
yellow
under
and
half of it.
Yeah, I mean,
scored it in between the two?
I think they're going for the red rock.
Let's make it, Dave.
They feel they can see a third of it.
Weight's good. Control. Whoa. Control. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Control. Hard. 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 Really hard. Hard. Hard.
Well, get past. Punch the red one right out. It was just thrown by Schuster.
Okay.
And that stone top 8 foot. Shot rock again.
Just broke on his.
Yeah, and John will try the same shot he just played. Hopefully, just bury a little bit more. You can't leave David a third of a rock.
75. 85. What that you at 85?
Yeah.
75. Right.
Okay. Consistent with what we normally.
I know. So trying to throw an 80 right between you guys.
Well, virtually the same shot. Schuster on his last stone of the end.
Whoa. Whoa. More room. 8. More room.
Line's fine.
I want you 8.
A lot of curl to do lads off.
7, 8.
Line's terrible.
7.
Never do lads.
7. Matt.
Easy if you
Go,
can,
Matt.
Matt.
Go, Matt. Hard.
Okay, let's get
Hard.
going.
Go. 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 Go.
Oh, this one big scrub. Do they have enough? And they won't get there.
Wait, just peeled off that thing, huh?
Yeah, they were waiting so hard for line that once it grabbed the curl, the weight just comes off so quickly. You know, as a team, that these guys really need to sweep through that break point, know when it's coming, and they just missed it on this one. You have to anticipate the break
Because I
point.
threw that all as hard as my first one.
It might have just got to a little bit of frost, you know. I mean, you don't know what.
Well, there's the discussion of what
There's a shout for the line,
they're
Dave.
thinking. Really interesting.
That's really good.
John thought he
like
threw it at least as hard as his first
3
one.
seconds.
Yeah, and I think by the sweeper's reaction, that's absolutely true. They were saying 8-9, which is just behind the tee line to the back 8 foot. And now David Murdoch with a chance. He needs a little bit of the 4 foot
Wait. Line's good.
for a score of 2.
Going to start curling soon. Line's still good.
So there's that conversation.
curl.
Going to start curling
Yeah,
soon.
wait for that point.
Third, Greg Drummond letting his sweepers know that the weight's going to start to come off it.
Nice toss, Dave.
And great weight right to the button. And there's our first deuce of the game. Comes in the 4th, as it is now 3-1.
Nice end, boys.
Scotland on top. The U.S. will have the hammer when we come back for the 5th end.
Nice, boys. Good. Real good.
Hey, felt that was lighter. Come on.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
Well, Michael Goodfellow getting us started N5, and we saw the first deuce of the game.
Line's good.
Real nice takeout by Murdoch on his first shot after Schuster played a great draw. And Schuster couldn't follow up with his last, and that was the difference in the end.
Really great awareness from Team Scotland, knowing what the ice was capable of giving them, and making a really difficult touch hit to set up a score of 2.
Well,
USA looking to set up their own score of 2 here to take a tied game into the break. John Landsteiner being asked to throw a corner guard. Looking for a bit of that Ford logo, and it's beautifully placed.
T-line. Line's good. Can go if he needs it. Hard.
Need to go wait.
Come on, we're top 8. Gotta go. Top 12 at best. Here. Yep.
So for Estonian,
Not a pocket,
see,
Wade, not a pocket.
doesn't quite have the lineup that they want, the angle they want in the house.
Yeah, the weight just came off that, and it over-curled a bit.
We'll look over Switzerland, Norway, over on sheet B. Peter de Cruz and his Swiss team, 1-1 knocking off the U.S. yesterday. Benoit Schwartz throws 4th stones for Switzerland against the rookie Norwegian squad.
4, 5.
Looks like a draw here to get a second point
Weight's good.
for Switzerland, who need to have a solid week here trying to qualify for the Olympics for Switzerland.
And beautifully managed by the front end, or actually third and lead, Valentin Tanner
call it
and
front end,
Claudio
it's easier.
Petz.
We can stick with front end. It's probably easier that way. Right in there, either way, it's a 2, so the lead there for Switzerland.
This nice peel.
Yeah, all these teams looking qualifying points towards the Olympics in South Korea. Peel of the corner guard.
Yeah, as important as this event is on its own, the World Championship, the prize at the end of every 4 years is a spot in the Olympic Games and striving to be at the top of that podium in South Korea next February. After a bit of a disappointing performance last year, the Swiss team is looking to garner a couple of more points and secure a spot.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly where they need to finish in order to qualify, but last year they're sitting at that 9th position right now, so top 7 make it into the Olympics.
Hold on.
Stay with it at the end here.
Just 2.
Yep.
Steiner.
Yep, get some distance.
Steiner. Hard.
Hard.
Harder.
Good.
Well, trying to replace that guard. Here's where you're playing to get your deuce. You put up the corner, you draw around.
Yep. And a nice shot by Matt Hamilton.
Look over Germany and Sweden. A 2-1 Sweden lead, but look at those yellows all lined up, well protected. Alex Baumann and Germany, who win yesterday, came against Netherlands in an extra end.
Hard lean yet. Hard lean yet.
It's a tough task against these
And
Swedish boys.
with the setup that Sweden has, it looks like they're just trying to cut them down.
On this one,
There's no
will not
scoring
get there,
area.
as it will be well short. We've seen some teams have some issues. They're over on sheet A with stones and in certain spots, but that one well short of where he wanted. That means a 5-1 lead for Sweden.
Yeah, and Matt Hamilton getting a chance to throw the same corner guard one more time.
Tie.
Heavy
Keep
queen
moving.
tie.
Make sure it's not too high here.
A little higher. A little
Yeah.
higher. Whoa.
Well, it's
Just sit now.
kind of screwed now.
I was trying to find that happy medium where you want to put this, because you know how well the Scots can throw the run backs, but now does it go too deep and leave that one in the rings open?
Yeah, it looks like you can get around to the one in the rings. David will likely play this somewhat tight so that if Greg Drummond hits the center or the corner guard, that's an acceptable plan B.
Yep. 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 Hard.
Playing real down weight at this. It's
Hard.
moving
Hard.
very hard.
Hard. Keep going, Scott. Keep going.
Well,
keep
Scott
going.
just put his head down and
Oh,
went and
what
got
a
it by.
sweep.
That was a real good look from beside the sheet of Scott Andrews going at that one to get it past the guard.
Just a very powerful, powerful sweeper. Here we go, and there's,
We have to move it or no?
Oh, move your foot.
oh, he
Just by, but
just by extraordinary sweeping.
But if you got good line, we can move it probably 6 inches.
USA committed to scoring 2 this end. They're going to try and use every rock to their advantage. And this rock is running on center line a little bit.
Line. Yep. Well, mine's good. It's there. Yep.
Starts to bend now, releases the center line.
Whoa. Yep, yep, go, man, go. Hard, 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 hard.
just need to move it a little bit in order to be shot.
Really nice shot.
Yeah, nice, nice control there, and as many people say, it's a good team shot. It was a good line call. The sweepers did a good job, and the weight was thrown by Tyler George.
Yeah, and that's going to be the difference maker for all these teams out there. That communication, those subtle little challenges, loving the really hard shots.
Just nice peel. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Well, Scott's getting his work in right now. Scott Andrews there, again, end to end, but they don't remove that stone. Although it is third shot, though, in the rings.
Right, Greg. Okay.
They're 1-2 right now.
So
Is this pretty close? How much is buried?
You got a third on the outside.
You could probably make, this rock just might be in the way, but even if you caught it and stayed behind it, it'd be okay, right? Just thinking about trying this, that's all.
Probably didn't think
That's fine.
It should go under this rock, because you can even do this, tie, and be buried, so.
Is it stopping above the tee?
It's all normal.
Is it above the tee on the roll?
What?
Is the roll above the tee?
It's, oh yeah, it's above the tee for sure.
Okay.
With normal it is. What steering you like?
And that's
this
why you
steer?
throw normal. You throw quieter weight, it's going to get
it's
a different
gonna,
roll.
yeah, it's going to take a little bit of a deeper angle or a flatter angle, depending on the weight you choose.
Normal.
So again, those conversations between John and Tyler, I think are some of the reasons why Tyler is playing so well.
Gotta go, 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 go.
Well, can Matt Hamilton hold this one? Roll into their own? They knew that was an option. That
Yeah, and
Cooler today than it was yesterday, but
now Scotland's got a little bit of a choice. Tyler looks somewhat disappointed with that outcome. Just over curled a bit on him.
One, Mikey.
I was down half of that, and I was on it the whole way.
Don't need extra curl on you.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you throwing? Hack? Yeah. Yep.
We want to be just roll here my side, eh? Our nose is really good. Hey, fella.
Yeah. Just hack again.
Where's ideal here, right in the nose?
Actually, like, if you can overcurl it, I don't mind that.
Yeah, over it. So lift after the guard.
Eh?
Lift once we're
I
past.
think so.
Okay.
Well, unless you need to go for weight.
Great discussion there. Everyone understanding what their roles are, what the goal of the shot is.
High. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bone hot. Whoa. Bone hot.
Go, Mike, go, go,
Never.
go.
Hard right.
This one's running on them a little bit.
they want to try and roll under, if anything, and they'll not under to the center. They roll the opposite way.
Just, yeah, I'll pump mine nicely.
So great opportunity for USA.
No, we're playing it up. Just inside the edge.
Firm?
Yeah. Right on the edge. You like that?
John makes this
One runs a tiny bit straighter than the other turn, so.
straight double takeout here.
Probably make the roll with peel. I can probably make the roll if I throw peel, but that rock's wide open. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Let's make the double. Firm.
So priority one, make the double. Once they've got the angle, they'll go hard and try and get a roll as well.
Firm. Yep. Yep.
First
Hard.
for John Schuster here in this fifth end.
Go! Straight to it!
Won't make the double and rolls off.
Okay.
Man, that curled freaking hard. That curled hard. That
Sounded like he liked his throw on it.
Yeah, he wasn't panicked at release at all. So just a little surprised by how much it curled there. I think Scotland's going to look to sit. I don't know if he's playing the double.
Control.
Looking for the hard roll. Nope, just looking to sit nose, which would make a double very difficult for USA if Scotland sits on nose.
And probably tough to make the double and stick to score your two.
Yeah.
Which would be a victory for Scotland, able to, if they can get a force in 5.
Close to normal.
Yep.
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 Control.
Gotta go. Really gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, Mike. Hard. Really gotta go.
But a mistake by Murdoch and he'll roll out. Went from getting a force to now an open hit for 2.
Yeah, and John gets to throw down that same path. A little bit of a break.
John's got to be licking his chops to be able to get 2 out of this end. And
He's still got to keep control of his emotions. I mean, those kind of opportunities don't come very often at this level. Those half shots from these great skips don't come very often. John's going to really need to manage his energy and his emotion, make sure he throws a real good rock here.
Solid. Clean. Clean. Yep. Up. Yep.
Easy.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Arms. Clean. Clean.
Yep. Can't hurt it.
well, clean.
Clean's a good sign.
Nice sound from the vice skip, Tyler George, as John Schuster able to get his 2, and it's all square through 5 ends.
That is a curly turn.
I tried to flash 2 fingers with this.
Yeah, did you?
2? That's 2, right?
That's a mittful.
Well, second end. Might as well over curling, but stops just in the nick of time and able to get a single point and tie the game up after 2. Fourth end and a log jam of stones over on that right side. Scotland lying 1 just in the top of the 8-foot. Has a draw to the 4-foot for David Murdoch to pick up a score of 2.
White's good.
And the front end for Scotland, Goodfellow Andrews just guiding that one in to the button. Will get 2 and the 2-point lead until the 5th. John Schuster looking to take advantage of the half shot by David Murdoch, rolling out on his last. Has the open hit here.
Solid.
Score 2. and knot things up heading into the 5th end break. As they clean that one up all the way down. 2 for the States, and a 3-3 game is where we stand halfway through. Draw 4.
2 fingers with this. Hey, did you?
2. That's 2, right?
That's a mittful.
The other games going on is Sweden with that big steal leads Germany 5-1, while the Swiss up 3-1 over Norway in the 5th, and Italy. The lone deuce in that one, they lead China 2-1.
Yeah. Side guard, try to
Steal 5?
steal 5. You want to go in?
6?
He's not going to hit. He's not going to hit it. Yeah, he's going to throw a corner. Actually, if you get him to blanket, that's fine. Then you can throw short and 7. Yeah. Yeah.
He'll probably throw the corner guard.
He's going to throw the corner, then you just go tight. If he can get it on the top of the 4-foot and tight, right?
You know, I kind of thought, like, you know, on Percy probably had a shot to hit their top red one on that 4th end. If you hit and rolled over the corner, he could have been 3rd shot rock. It would just would have unplugged that center area there.
I agree.
Yeah, but other than
I'm
that,
just going to leave the top double. So he couldn't not leave
no,
the double.
he could run it that way because his rock was back there at the back 4.
No,
Right?
if we'd have rolled the top, we'd have left the top double.
Yeah. Okay, boys. Strong back half, boys. Percy.
We'll look at the stats through 5 ends here, as it is a tie game. Look at the overall percentage. Scotland, slight advantage in percentage in overall draws and hits. And that 1 stolen point coming back in the 1st. John Schuster coming up just a little bit short on his draw. Leaves us all square. Not a whole lot to choose between these 2 teams so far. 5 ends remaining. It'll be Scotland with the hammer to start. End 6. Good listen in between both teams.
Hard, boys, go! Hard, Scott!
Okay, good. Scott, good shot.
Well, they get the chance, the 5-minute break in between. Here, the Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2017. Luke Coley with Ann Swisshelm. It's been a fun first 5 ends. That one end was right up and down the sheet, but lots of stones.
We had one kind of boring end, as it were, but everything else was really exciting. John Landsteiner having an excellent game today.
Line's good.
That's what we're used to seeing from John. Normally, in his past world experience, he's been right at the top of the percentages.
He's a very steady, calm player.
He looks sometimes it doesn't look like he's breathing, I think.
He's a very calm player.
And this is something that Team USA talked about. Put that first stone in, see what Murdoch does. He's going to put the corner up. Thought, well, if he does hit, it's not the end of the world, because then you can go short and try and force in the 7th. All again looking towards those even ends. 8 and 10, trying to have hammer coming home in what you know will probably be a tight game between these 2.
Yeah, and you're really starting to see, based on the statistics, a battle at every position.
I think the second position will be key. Matt Hamilton, Scott Andrews, how they play this next half of the game, because there's not much to choose between the other ones. I think just the way Matt's had an early miss and how he battles late is sort of one I would look for in the late half.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of an energy bounce from Matt. Keeping him up and upbeat is really powerful for Team USA. So a couple of made shots for Matt this end.
When you can finish it, Ty, go.
Will help him have a strong finish.
Just easy, easy, easy. Okay, all right.
Nice shot there.
Just shy of the rings. Doesn't guard up the one in the house, but it's in a position that can still be used.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's in a nice position for Team USA. Scotland will take advantage of how visible that rock is on the button.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Nice spot here. Weight's good.
The nice thing for Team USA is that the visible side is away from the corner guard. Very, very key. So it'll stay in the open, away from the corner guard.
Good, I like it there.
And we haven't seen as lively houses. Look how much they got that would roll out of the house for sure, but it's stuck around side of the 12-foot.
Yeah, well, Michael was throwing a little bit of a down weight, so it was a control weight. Now we can look at this. Matt's starting to get that production he is used to this game, up to 83%.
Well, got enough to remove it, but we'll hit and roll out.
Well, I think we could almost make this. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I'll need probably a good 3 inches more than Mike.
I stayed on this side of the set like for quite a while, then it broke.
That might be in reference to a little bit of a sharp stone. Scott Andrews might have a pair that's slightly different than
Just line right now. Right, close to the tee line.
lead
Top four.
Goodfellows
Remember
Rocks.
Just line right now. Almost
Well,
deep.
it's just the awareness. They have people's scouting stones for the games coming up of what's rocks they're going to throw and what they're all doing, so that when they do come down to their practice, they know, okay, we're going to try this pair and have an idea going into the game.
Yeah, and the teams take advantage of late night practice every night where they match the stones. They get to throw the stones they're playing in the next day's games.
You got what, half?
Third.
You guys like that as opposed to just freeze?
Whatever you like more. Whatever you think you can make. Make them both. Either shot's fine.
What do you like better?
I don't know. I mean, I'm okay freezing too.
Freeze.
Freeze? That was 14-2 back there. Plenty quick.
Well, John didn't seem to have a preference. It was sort of one or the other.
Well, John knows that if they played the takeout there, that Scotland would simply just freeze.
Okay, it's getting better online.
Stay with it.
Stay with it.
Probably through. You want me to
Stay
try?
with it. Yep.
There it goes.
Whoa! Yep, gotta go.
Really curling, just diving past this one.
Well, it's good it had that weight.
It's okay.
I've got half.
Real important, you see sometimes the sweepers back off. You need to stay close, especially on a surface that you see lots of curl, especially late.
Yeah, and with how sharp these stones still are, and by sharp I mean the edges are pretty aggressive at the beginning of a championship.
Well, solid.
Ice maker Jamie Barassa likes to start the stones a bit sharp, knowing that they will straighten up towards the end of the week, but they'll still have a little bit of curl for the championship rounds.
Well, and a jam on that back one. Changes the complexion of this end a little bit.
You got it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really go second half, so.
There's plenty of room to make it.
You like board?
Sure. Solid hack to board.
Okay.
Yeah, what I really like about the discussions that these two keep having are how to make the shot, not just what shot they're calling, but how to make it.
Hard, boys, go! Hard! Go! Right to it, right to contact, boys. Go, go, go! Gotta go!
Excellent sweep from John Landsteiner and Matt Hamilton.
Well, able to make that and stick around in the rings.
Yeah, they're a really fun front end to watch. Both these guys on sliders. We've got a lefty and a righty.
Right to it, right to contact, boys. Go,
Super sweeping.
Good scrub, boys.
Well, 93% for Drummond.
Right on line. Top four. Line's good. Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, guys. Gotta go, line. Hard line.
Oh, this stone is just diving at that corner guard.
Takes that curl and the weight comes off.
Gives USA a chance to go around that center guard that's been sitting there
Nice
since
6-7, boys.
lead second rock. Power sweeping. Couldn't hold this one. Just a hair light for Greg Drummond.
Line's good. 5, 6.
Well, they've been talking with speed. What is the speed hog to hog? And this is the traveling speed from the delivery hog line to the far hog line.
Line's really good.
Right to the top of the button, boys.
14 and a half, that's some of the fastest ice we've seen yet.
Yeah, yesterday was running in 13.7, 13, even 13.5. Even earlier in the game it was, and warm up in practice it was 13.5.
13.4 even we've seen, so.
It's a matter of working things in, and as the players are getting a feel for it, the ice makers are getting a feel for the arena and things they can do to.
Absolutely.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Well, the run back miss, but one more thing about the ice is Chief Ice Technician Jamie Barassa, he really works to try and be consistent with the ice. So it's not going to change throughout each game, and it's going to be pretty similar game to game for the players. And may change a little bit in the first few, but it's going to stay consistent probably from this point on. It'll be pretty similar.
Yeah, and I think that's the goal. I think yesterday there was just a tremendous amount of humidity, and the one thing that our ice maker doesn't control is the weather outside here in Edmonton.
Well, I thought Jamie said he did.
He's a powerful guy. He's a powerful guy.
All right. 3 feet out would be ideal. So.
Little tight.
Line's not good.
2.
Full.
Little tight.
2.
Yep, yep.
Okay, line's fine.
2, 3.
Yep. Okay, whoa. Just 2. Line's good though. Maybe not.
They're just guarding up. They've got a couple of mistakes from
Really glide, boys.
Drummond, and
Yep.
State's in a good position to
Yep. Yep.
really make things difficult on Murdoch.
And Team USA exhibiting a lot of patience on that. John did not like the line at release, thought he was a little full. Sweepers taking their time, communicating the weight. Tyler working the line at third. Really nice shot there.
Well, we spoke with him earlier.
Yeah, I
There's
think
Jamie
yellow.
Barassa, and yes, does have
got a couple
one
options
crutch
here,
beside him.
clean
He
it off far
actually
road.
broke his ankle before the Canadian Championship, slipping on ice, not curling ice. He'll make
Yeah.
sure he tells everyone it's not curling ice he
We've
slipped
got
on.
a couple options. I think.
Don't
You can
totally
either
believe
clean
him,
stick
but
it, or you can hit
he's been a trooper through multiple events with not
Yeah.
slowing him down.
It's going to run pretty good.
Yeah, he's been working pretty hard, and he's got a great crew with him here. So it's not just Jamie. There's a lot of other ice technicians that are working really hard to give these athletes the best playing surface possible.
Three-quarters.
Yeah. I don't. Here's
Dave looking to make the most of the opportunity that's here. He's using his own stone to run into, hopefully creating a chance to score 2. This one's running a bit.
Well, and we'll go right in between. So still, USA line 3. Catch it a little bit thicker. He's got some options rolling into the pocket, but look at this one. It'll go right past that one, over the top.
That's fine. You can play
All of a sudden, it's
I mean, we can go here if we want to.
not a game of inches, it's a game of millimeters. That rock curls
Yeah.
just a millimeter more, and he's at least removed
Let's just take an inch more ice.
the
'cause
US
I can-
counter
I
on the
can
top
even
of the
get to here and
forefoot.
You can't play the double, right? So just an inch more ice.
Tell the guys to keep telling me wait the whole way down.
Yep.
Murdoch's now going to think, I'm going to be drawing the
Yours is a
forefoot, if not the,
14.5 right
the
to where
side
I
of the
went
button
to.
for 1.
If we got the line, you want to go right in.
Okay.
But just to touch it.
We're trying to go side by side, but if it's going in there and we have to go 7, we can do it. So.
Right. 90-95?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can throw you guys just a couple more units. Sweep that. Well,
Is this enough, John?
A little bit. We got early a little bit.
John, is this enough?
Clean it.
What's that?
Is this enough?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. 90-95, boys.
It's an interesting way Tyler said that. He didn't question, I think you need a little more. It's just reassuring this is where John wants the broom.
Yeah, and that's all about
Just keep with them. though.
building
Keep with them.
confidence with each other and the choices they're making.
Stay close. 7.
Trying.
Still the same?
Top button. Top button. Line's really good for top button. Can't be deep. No, you gotta let it
I
sit.
just don't want to give Scotland an out. And going right there will make David Murdoch's shot that much easier.
Dang it.
And John knows it. He's very disappointed.
Well, that's the frustration there, knowing. Let him a little off the hook. Murdoch still has to come down and make this shot.
Yeah, but now the pressure on Dave is actually so much less, knowing he's got backing.
Well, that's what we've got ice that we had before. So.
Right in the tee line, Mickey.
Yeah, just want to speed this. 3 seconds, I think. 3 seconds is really close.
So final stone here, the 6th end. Scotland and David Murdoch needs the button
Line's good.
to pick up a single point. He's facing 4.
Still good. He's close. T-line.
For you viewers able to get a look at the hog-to-hog time.
Line's good.
And now that they've got the line, the guys are going
Like
to
it,
just
Phil.
guide this stone right down to the face of the USA stone.
Look at that 14-2, good time right to it and get the single point. Murdoch will be happy getting his one. Schuster disappointed giving up the single point.
Gotta figure out draw weight sooner than later.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
Welcome back inside Northlands Coliseum, Ford World Men's Curling Championship 2017 in Edmonton, Canada. Luke Coley and Swiss Elm. And United States taking on Scotland, our feature game in draw 4. Thanks for tuning in and catching this one. It's been back and forth both ways, and I think that 6th end will definitely be one of note for the States.
Yeah, and I think this game is actually a story of some half shots on the skips end now. Dave Murdoch had a half shot in the 5th end, opened the door for USA to score 2. John Schuster gave that right back with a well-controlled 6th end, but then just another half shot for Schuster. Gave Dave Murdoch a chance to draw.
And he would have been better going, if he even went back 12 foot, it would have been a better result than where he ended up.
Yeah, and that seemed to me a bit of a communication error from the front end. The communication, the front end had said it's top button at some point, and it was
Come on, all the way back here.
behind T
Go really
line,
deep.
and had they just swept it to back 4, it would
Take
have
a look.
made
Not through.
Dave's
Gotta
shot
get all the way across the center line, though.
just a little bit
You
more
judge, Matt.
difficult.
Go, Muddy. Go, Muddy.
They have to regroup, look at it as we got a force. We have the hammer now playing the 7th end.
Yeah, and Team USA, by electing to draw underneath the stone, the guard thrown by Team Scotland, tells me that USA is looking to blank this end, get the hammer back for 8 and 10, scoring 2 and 8, forcing in 9, and then having the hammer to take the win in 10. Scoreboard management is really vital. Some teams would choose to go hard for their 2 right now while they have the opportunity.
And that's a team mindset that is who you are, how you want to play it.
What you're comfortable with.
Nice judge.
Just naturally do it, Lance. When you get to the nose, just tap it a shade.
I like that more than just playing a straight come around. Or just lob it.
Call it's time, eh?
Kind of like the come around better personally. You like just top. Say something.
You just want to go right under or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, I think so. Leave that for now.
Fine.
That'll help us later, but we don't need to let him draw to it.
But
That was great advice. Say something.
plenty of room.
That
Five
was really great advice there from Tyler George to Matt
Mine's good
Hamilton.
now.
Just,
Still room, though.
if you don't like it, let's say something.
Tie
Let's
her
make
up,
sure
so.
everyone's comfortable.
Line's
And
getting
if John
room.
is really sold on playing the other one, he'll probably tell you.
Yeah, John's got the
Curly.
skip has the final decision-making authority, but
All right, sorry, Star.
you do really want to share that responsibility with your team. And again, it's all about being comfortable with the decisions and everyone being on the same page and knowing what the goals are.
Top 8. Top 4, top 8.
Line's really good.
Reese close. Real
Right
close to it.
there just now.
T-line.
Only Greg.
We bit. We're all the way up. Only
Just Greg, just Greg.
Line's good.
Line's
good.
perfect.
Yep.
Walk
yep.
on.
Yep. Hard.
Line's
Line
perfect.
only. Yep. Hard.
Good.
Well
Great
done.
shot.
Puts it right on the side of the forefoot.
That's fine.
Scotland lies 1.
Little inside nose, Matt.
As we'll look over, Alex Baumann and Germany taking on Sweden. And Sweden up 5-1 in the 6th end. Draw for a single point here for the German skip. Struggled giving up that steal a couple ends ago. It has them down by this 4-point deficit. And just a comfortable sweep and clean here from the German front end.
Line is good, they say, and so is weight.
So perfectly done to the button. Get a single. 5-2. Sweden leading. They'll have the hammer playing 7. That run back was perfectly played.
Yeah, great run back by Matt Hamilton and Team USA.
Wayne's good.
Opening up the rings a bit.
Wayne's good. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Wayne's good. Yep. All the way up.
For a second, Matt. I think we just go back in here again, right? Unless you want to throw like this.
Is there a double there?
Not, no. Too flat.
Okay.
I mean, you want to just do this?
What about hitting that back one thick and rolling over and the blank comes back in?
I mean, I feel like we get a pretty, low risk chance of scoring 2 here.
Okay.
That's the only reason I'm not 100%
We can
behind
draw
it.
two.
What's that?
We can draw a top 4 too.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could even, again, we could freeze that back one right now, too. But then they're going to still be shot. I guess then they can draw under, right?
I don't think I like the freeze.
Because the freeze, we can come off it and make the double in, you know?
Yeah.
But
Double's not that great either,
No,
because if we
I
make
think
it,
so.
it's pretty easy. Double right back.
Out turn?
Okay.
We probably have to go out too far for Matt for sure on the inter. I think we got to out turn.
Okay. I guess we're sitting second.
Even if you're not shot, it's fine here, guys. You just have to be better than half 8 foot.
Okay.
Full 8 would be great.
If we're buried under there in at least a second, it's good. Touch 4 is
Well, take the time, talk about it.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time on their clock. So both teams about the same amount of time left.
Line's
Light.
tight.
Light. I think it's light.
No, line's fine.
Your
Wait
judge,
only.
easy. It looks okay.
It's there.
Looks good.
Where we at?
6, 7. All there.
How much?
7.
It's really coming down
down
now,
low.
though. Let it walk. Let it die. Let it die.
Oh,
Let it die. Line's good.
line's fine.
Let her die.
Well, they just want to be top part of the house, top 4 foot.
Oh, that's valuable to sit above the tee line for USA.
They'd struggled with that on a few attempts. Look over at Switzerland, Norway, right next to us, sheet B. And it is Stefan Wallstad, the rookie skip for Norway, trying to cut into that lead here.
Yeah, and Switzerland sitting 2. Norway needing the 8 foot. A little bit better than the 8 foot for a singles point.
Well, and goes back 4 foot, so Norway gets their 1. They're still trailing 3-2 after 6 as they cut into that lead.
Top 4. Lots of room. Lots of room. Top button. Gotta wait.
They beat this Scotland team yesterday in their first World Championship game.
Yep.
So they don't have to worry about that. It's always that first World you're checking off first. First rock, first score, first win, first game.
And another outstanding shot for Scotland. They are looking to force USA. They're happy to keep putting the rocks in play.
Is it above ours?
Oh, yeah. Probably back edge to top edge pretty even. I mean, you could get in here too, Ty. Maybe.
Oh, that's pretty tricky.
It's fine. I mean, even if you go here and stay close on the nose, they're probably in a little trouble.
Run's okay.
You like the run more?
What's that? I mean, the problem is you hit it just wrong, and then they're aligned 4. I think this is good.
Okay.
Back here.
Okay.
You even kiss off and open it up and come in. It's good.
Okay.
Back 8.
Okay. Is that enough?
What?
That's enough?
You want more?
That's good.
A really delicate tap here, and with that
9.
Scotland rock sitting in the back 8 foot,
10.
Line's no good.
tapping this one.
Back one.
Yep, go, Matt.
Yeah,
Well, change of plans now.
change of plans.
Go. Hard!
Just in between, just touches it and slides through.
Yeah, it was just heavy, as you can see. They were looking for back 8 weight. Tyler threw about back line. Again, super tricky shot they were attempting here. Real high level of difficulty.
I like the exact same throw. Yeah. Same weight.
Now for Greg, what's the call here? Just
Top 8.
This is a positioning shot. They're looking to sit just in front of, maybe even frozen to the 2 stones in the 4 foot right now.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa, it's got room. It's got room.
Beauty.
well, good angles on those for sure, lining them up to
They're
that
still shot.
Really.
So you get the
shot
attitude,
stone
just throw
for
it here.
Team USA's. We'll look over. So we see lots of stones belonging to Italy,
I mean, he's gonna
who
fall,
leads
but that's
3-1
fine.
against China.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I think this is probably good.
Liu Rei, the Chinese skip, looking to draw for a single point.
Front end, Badushin and Zhang Jialiang needing to land this stone right in the 4 foot. They do have backing.
But the pressure been
But
put
they
on
don't
by
need
Italy,
it.
and now don't need the backing, right to the button. Italy still has the 1 point lead and the hammer as they head to the 7th end on sheet D.
It's really close. Maybe a little light.
Okay, line's good. Lot of room. Line's good. Getting better by the second. Gotta go. Get it past yellow.
Power sweeping combination looking to put this rock into the forefoot behind those 2 yellow Scottish rocks in the top. And just a fantastic shot by Tyler George.
That's tough to remove now because of the overlap of those other yellows.
Incredible sweep.
Hand placed.
The old walker.
Walk it down. Here we go. We get a look at the great sweeping. How fast those brushes are moving.
Again, that's
And
having the stopwatch, you can click any button. I just have it in my pocket and I just hit it like in there. And I'm calling line all the way.
gorgeous shot. And then with the stagger, as you mentioned, Luke, really tough for Scotland to get rid of that. It's going to take 2 shots.
Now, is there any way Murdoch now can try and throw weight, change those angles, and try and roll a couple of them over? And
yeah, that's absolutely what he's going to do. He's going to get rid of the second shot stone there for USA and change the angles up. Remember, Scotland's happy to have USA score 1 point here. The goal for Scotland, all the calls this entire end has been to force USA to score, and if given the opportunity, to set up a steal.
Yep. Do you think that's enough weight to get that through?
I think so. Make it good.
I'm thinking hack weight on this one. I thought they might throw more weight at it to try and get some action on them.
I think what Scotland really wants to do is control the entire space in front of the forefoot. And by throwing hack weight, the shooter sticks around, the 2 stones in the top of the forefoot stick around. This one's running a bit on them, so they might lose the shooter.
They're just trying to make contact now. And
yeah, just a little bit of a misread. That seemed a bit more than hack.
Do look good.
You got any of this, Matt?
Feel heavy, but heavy?
No. Zero. No.
David said a bit heavy, maybe.
I mean, you can still pick our
I
rock
was
too.
trying
So
to figure out if we could hit that and stay staggered on it, but I don't think we want to move it.
I mean, I guess if we hit it though, and roll the, well, we got to roll all the way out of here, and then this one all counts it, so it doesn't do us any
Well,
good.
he'll have the in off the shooter then.
Right, that's why I said that's why it doesn't do us much good. I think back there, yep. I have to. I'd be better to throw it all the way through than to stop it even,
You
right?
could throw it open here too. It doesn't
Well,
have to
I think if I make this, I mean, he's got issues.
well, look at the time clocks and the both 14 minutes.
I mean, he's playing the freeze though, but we got to be okay with it, right?
Should be plenty of time for both these
Let it
teams for
freeze.
the last
Can we throw here, like guard it, the pick?
3 ends and a couple shots.
Or running ours in even without any. I think we go here, Matt. Right there. Middle 8, middle 12 here.
Just looking to see if this would be better playing the intern over here. Like to here.
Just harder to get there. It's less dangerous for us. Middle 12.
Matt, look to see how much you can get, but I mean, if it's here, it's better than being here. You know, we can't
Right.
be there.
John's pretty convinced that he wants to go back forefoot with this rock.
Time on and figure out where to go.
Trying to go around it to full back forefoot right here.
Hearing a little bit of doubt from Matt Hamilton's
Some
voice.
indecision between different
so,
parties.
And
All
also
we
knowing
have to do is get it past our rock and get missing. That's all
that
we have to do to be any good.
this is a
Just gotta make
sweeper
sure it's
shot.
past ours.
Yep.
John throws it close, and the sweepers need to put it perfect, and they've misjudged a couple. So the pressure on the sweepers is pretty big right now. And they are drawing to a spot of about 4 inches in the back of the forefoot.
Line's tight.
That's okay.
7. Yep. 8. Yeah, if you can.
8's good.
9.
8, 9's where they want it.
Yes. It's lots.
It's okay, I think.
Yes. Hard.
They said they just have to get past theirs.
Okay.
One more weight because it slides past that yellow one.
Yeah, it was just a little too much
Makes the
weight,
shot
and
tougher.
they didn't have the line,
Yeah, it's
so
fine.
they had
It
to
makes
be
the shot
going.
You just sat there,
Now if Murdoch goes top
You
4
gotta
foot,
see
is there a
this.
shot for 2?
I think we're needing.
Well, you're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to draw just the wide out turn edge of the button. You might have the wide in turn edge of the 4 foot.
Just what it's been, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
This is slightly wider than.
It's a hair wider.
So I think maybe just a hair running into you.
Well,
I would like
I'd
05 as a
rather
key,
be
I
in
think.
front of it than bounce like
Yep,
or
yep.
back to you.
Just what you threw down here, Dave, you're going to be close.
Get some practice whipping one.
Line's good. T. Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Top 4. Top 4. Top button. Room now. Top button. Just half in the 4. Line on.
Well, it's another case where you just don't want to set up a shot.
Yep.
Yep. Hard. 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 Gotta go. Gotta go.
And the weight just came off that a little bit, but it looks pretty excellent.
Go wide, maybe a piece of the button. Wide with the out turn.
Yeah. Sweepers just need to land this on the tee line.
That's what you expected it to do.
Hopefully it finishes just around that stone. And the way we've seen things curl, this shot is available for Team USA.
Absolutely, you saw that got a third of the rock undercover,
If I throw you the same this far out, you think it'd be closer? You think you need a little
maybe a quarter covered behind that one, the top of the 8 foot.
Yep.
Okay, what was that for a split?
At 85.
Really? Okay. It wasn't a heavy one either. So.
Maybe around the same.
Okay.
85, 90.
Alright. This one may have to curl at the end, so you might have to switch. Just beware.
Yep.
Well, full team shot needed. Try and get that second point. John Schuster,
Line's tiny bit
final
tight, but I
stone
think
a
it's
7.
Okay. Hey, line's good. Split T in half, boys.
Line's good.
Split tee in half.
Split T in half. Don't worry about line. It's Lance, though. A lot of curling to do.
Go, go, go.
Got a split T and hope.
Go.
Needs that late finish. Now, will it move?
Go, 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 go.
Put it on the tee.
Go.
Pretty close to the tee. And just won't curl in enough. So a single point for Team USA will tie things up. 3 ends to play in the Ford World Men's Curling Championship.
That never took any turns.
Sorry, bud. Yeah, I didn't like taking more.
Well, 2 veteran skips. The World Championship.
Line's good.
Both medalists at the Worlds and Olympics competing here. Draw for Luke Coley with Ann Swisshelm. Thanks for tuning in. Ford World Men's Curling Championship. It has been a fun one. Back and forth it goes. 3 ends to play. And first stone in, seeing if maybe Murdoch would bite, but I don't think the veteran's going to on that one.
No, this is absolutely the setup for corner guard. Go hard for 2 points in the 8th end.
Halfway.
You're going to win about 80% of your games.
Line's good. Here, tight of anything.
So, sweeper's managing this rock.
Okay, okay. Good.
The last minute scrub there. Puts it right on the Ford logo. And looking at the matchup, the percentages.
What we expect from both of these leads. Does not surprise me seeing them.
Yeah, outstanding play. Outstanding play from both leads.
3 feet out would be great.
3. That's good.
It's 3 feet out.
Well, that tells us why the score is absolutely tied. The matchups are starting to get really even up and down the lineup, and it's whoever gives a little bit.
All right, good.
So, centerline guard, and we'll look over Sweden, Germany. As it looks like a hit here for Nicholas Adin. Chance to extend their lead.
Yep. Yep. Man. Yep.
Yeah, it's a wide open hit for a score of 3. And a commanding 8-2 lead. And
there's handshakes.
it's not
Sounds
just
like get the glove off.
It's not just an 8-2 lead, it's an 8-2 victory for Team Sweden over Germany.
Yeah, it's another good win for Sweden. And they will have a big one tonight against Brad Gushu and Team Canada.
Guys, get another inch.
Sure. Line's tight, but
Just 2.
probably good.
Just
Yep.
2.
Hard tie, hard tie.
Okay, it's a 3.
Okay, whoa now. It's clean, 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 clean. Keep it clean. It's over curling, just keep it clean.
3.
Grab hard.
Sit.
Ooh. All right, Matt. Okay, bud.
Well, over curls leaves that one and the corner guard side of that stone open.
Yeah, and gives Scotland a chance.
The other shot's just this double. Well, if you play the hack weight and you chip the front, the guard's almost going in. The yellow one. It's not a bad option. Nice hack.
Reassuring their skip that his gut instinct was the right choice, as it often
good.
is.
Yeah, waist nice. Whoa. Close, just high.
Greg Drummond wisely not letting his skip talk himself out of the right shot.
Really close. Whoa. Whoa, Dave. Shot.
Shot, Sky. Pretty good shot.
Well, a little spin back. Look at second numbers and advantage. Scott Andrews, 93 to 85.
I think I like the end.
Okay.
And you can probably know this American team quite well. Matt seems he's the spark plug of this team. How he goes is sort of how the team goes.
Yeah, and this team succeeds when they're kind of easygoing. And Matt's been kind of fighting for every inch and every bit of performance. So, but you can see he's having a really good game. So putting his energy into making those shots could make a great difference for USA.
Yeah, the 85 is good. It just doesn't look as good when you're going
against
as
93.
Yeah, 93, 94. But you can't complain too much with where he's at. But it seems really not fighting it, but really trying to focus to make sure he makes those shots.
Yeah. So, and as soon as Matt settles in and gets comfortable and starts letting his personality shine a little bit, it raises the energy for Team USA.
Stay close. Close.
No.
So we'll jump over Italy and China. And China was facing multiple points in that last end, and now it is Italy with a chance for 3.
Make it through the hole, you
They
make
lost
it,
their
right?
first
Okay,
game,
Bona,
won
turn
yesterday.
it on. Out.
Take the out and play firm.
Okay.
Take it soup.
Like room like there.
On the edge, close
Curati
to
line.
Okay.
Easy, easy.
Amos
Easy,
Mosener.
niente. Pulire fino alla fine. Ok, buona, buona, mia. Bravo.
And a great draw.
Ball.
3 points, 6-2 lead for Italy over China. A happy Joel Ratonaz, Daniele Ferraza, and Amos Mosener.
The Americans get rid of both those corner guards, and I'll leave their shooter out in front. Looked like they were maybe trying. Is there a hole to get through to try and get at those ones?
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to play. Go through that port
I had
and
this, like,
try and
second
remove both Scotland's stones.
Control. Be here. Then do it,
And all of a
touch.
sudden with that miss, if Scotland makes, USA is going to be all in for a steal here.
Farm!
Yeah, yep. Farm. Yep. 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 Whoa. Farm. Farm. Yep. 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 Farm. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Right on the nose. We'll kill the back one as well. Nothing back there. And Scotland lying 3.
Make the freeze. Yep.
Both thirds, good numbers.
Really good numbers.
Like it like there.
At least. Yeah.
This is a great choice for Tyler George. He's been making all of his draws. And Team USA realizes with kind of unfortunate occurrence on the last
Okay, hard
stone
then.
that
Line's good.
they need to make a freeze.
Line's getting a little tight.
Yep.
Good though.
Hard.
Hard. Gotta go, boys. Okay. Whoa, wait on me. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sit on the corner and will be shot stone.
Shot time.
And really nice communication there. And you saw a little bit of Matt Hamilton cheering on John Landsteiner during that last sweep, helping Tyler George make one more shot this game.
Whoever this made this, but we're going to be shot.
Yeah.
What
You
else
ever
we
just
got?
bump the yellow as well?
It's a little tight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Let's try and get shot first. And if we can get the bump.
What are you throwing, like back line?
What we're looking? Back 8.
Yeah.
Like back 8.
Yeah. Back 12. Oh, back 12. With that ace.
So Scotland looking to change up the angles, give themselves shot rock at the end of this shot.
Wait's good.
Yep.
Although it looks nice to take
Give me
all
here,
those
time.
stones into play,
Yep.
Scotland's really looking to
Yep.
secure their score of 2.
Hard.
That's the
Hard.
primary goal.
Hard.
And again, this stone is diving at the corner guard.
Hard. Keep going.
It really goes from that inside out.
It's a
Yep, 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 yep.
it ends up being a great shot though.
They
All
wanted
of
to
a
get shot,
sudden-
right?
All of a sudden, USA is going to be under a lot of pressure. They have to freeze, maybe play a double takeout here.
The double is helpful.
Yeah, I guess it's.
It's a pretty good hit and
Sticks
roll.
on that stays frozen. And you
I
hit
thought
the shooter.
maybe you could get.
Yeah, no, we just got to be a little bit careful. I think
God,
this is
they're
actually
so lucky.
He's drawing. All right, I mean,
Hack? You're like bored.
I'll go hack. Board I roll out, we're dead. Like, I don't even really,
Oh, you got stuff.
well, not if I throw board hit.
Well, discussion time there. So we'll take a look over. See Switzerland, Norway, and the Swiss lying 2 throwing the red stones. Benoit Schwartz, who throws 4th stones. Chance to break this one open.
Yeah, the Swiss just keeping the pressure on rookie team. Well said from Norway. Again, we get a, this is our lefty-righty sweeping combination, both on sliders, like our feature matchup has. And a perfect shot by Benoit Schwartz.
Right in. So there it is, 6-2. Switzerland leads after 8 ends on sheet B.
Yeah. Hey, inch. Okay. Nice half, guys.
And back in our feature game, John Schuster looking for a hit and roll off the Scottish Stone, sitting in the top 8 foot.
Oh, this one on the guard now. They're just trying to make something of it.
And that is a tragic timing for a miss.
Well, the thing then, like, where we're coming from,
Because there really is very few places for USA to go.
Just make it go away, boys.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
The one shot that was their out was that center guard,
That was their
and now
savior.
it's gone.
Drew's absolutely fine here. So you had your run back down this line, your slash. This is a touch wider, but
It is fairly tracky.
nose to high side. Dave's pretty good.
Just normal.
Yep. Firm normal.
Whoa.
Firm normal.
Firm normal. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
They heard Scott Andrews come down and say, make it go away. And we'll do that. So look at the yellow, lying a handful.
Absolutely a handful at 5.
He's only shot.
All right.
They might be shot, though, with this. They might just be drawn for 2.
That's fine. I mean, we'll give it to him.
If it goes into the side of this one, is it terrible? Yeah, right? But then he just hams outside and goes, right? It's got to get below it.
You just got to make it. That's all you got.
Well, I can draw back here, too.
Or draw here and give him his 2.
Yeah, Matt bringing in
I
the
think
third option here.
I mean, I could stick this, I think, here.
Pretty shot? I think so.
Maybe, probably.
Should be shot rock.
But is he going to be able to hammer it? But I think it's going to be going this way.
That look from Phil Drobnik sort of tells the story, didn't it?
Listen, this is a tough situation.
Shooter probably goes. No. Shooter probably goes.
Teams have been in these kind of situations since the
I'm just wondering
start
if
of
this
this
rock thing is best. I
sport.
think I got to throw this with whatever weight rolls there, like control, as opposed to throwing like first.
Unless you like this more.
No, I don't. Because at least this one I make, he might have no shot. If I make this one, he still has this all day for a million. So let's play this one.
Yep.
You like normal best?
John talks it through really nicely.
It could touch the back side of this and probably be okay too. So yeah, it's okay.
Touching the backside might actually be fast.
Did you like Matt Hamilton's idea of the straight freeze?
It's like a half a rock.
I think it was a wise time to insert an opinion, right? Just making sure that they've gone through all their options, what they're okay with.
Half is just the back one.
But John knows the math.
Like the middle, like go between the two.
Yeah. If we get under the top one,
Yeah,
make
we'll be
it
shot.
left top, so.
So try and
It's nice normal.
go right into the pocket. He's got a wall there to roll to.
Yep. So this is the kind of shot as a skip when you've missed your first one and missed it kind of big. You need to make real big on your last one. The rock's away, and this shot's essentially for the game.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Never.
And it's running on them.
Finish. Nothing.
Well, needs something trying to roll into the pocket. And will slide right through.
There's 5.
Didn't curl at all.
And a open draw.
I mean, I'm an inch full, maybe. That didn't curl. I mean, at all. I got to draw with my first one, I think. I know it's second guessing missing. So
Yeah, Zach, same way. Same way, David.
So an unfortunate series of shots for Team USA has led to a tremendous opportunity for Scotland. And slash shot. All Scotland needs is full 12 foot for a Score of 5 points.
Line's good. Clean if you can. Line's good. You'll just overcurl the line.
And what I am anticipating to be handshakes in the win.
And there they come. So a handful go on the board in the 8th end for Team Scotland. They defeat Team USA, so Scotland gets their first win with that big 5 in the 8th end. Two-time world champ David Murdoch salutes the crowd. They are back on the ice. They'll take on Japan in their next game tonight, while the US will take on Italy tomorrow. The US, their lone game of the day, and they drop that one.
In the universe that is distinctively curling, the stars have now aligned to deliver the world's ultimate showdown to the world's entertainment capital. Whether you're a storied veteran of events past or a future superfan anxious to attend your first, this is the one. The 2018 World Men's in Las Vegas with our most popular package, the 9-day, 10-night hit and stay for 2 people for just $20.29.
Las Vegas rocks.
Well, as our game ended, we'll take a look over on Sheet D. We'll now join them, and China taking on Italy in a 6-3 Italy lead. China gets 1 in the 8th. So we are playing the 9th end. Zhang Jieliang will get us going here in this 9th end. Italy with the hammer, a 3-point lead, in control of this game. And this is just China's 2nd game of the event. Lead for Italy, Danielle Ferraza.
Linea buona. Va bene, la ben buona la linea, eh. Sicura dentro.
So
Sicurati. Linea molto buona.
with the 3-point lead and the center line guard, they're drawing to the wing.
Vado ad andare. Giocare un'altra sora, forse.
So Zhang Jieliang will be asked to come around that center line guard or put another center out in front, see how they want to play it, how aggressively they know they need to try and steal some points, as they are down 3 without the hammer. And it looks like the 2nd center is the call. So not quite the lineup that you want of those 2 center line guards. That one across the center, the other on the opposite side. With a 3-point lead, Ferraza has to just throw that one through. Well, a couple guards are going to just try and put this one into the rings. Ba Dushin, Chinese second. Now with the intern come around.
Go, go, go.
So they'll peel the lower one. Of course, our feature game ending early, so we jump over and join the game on sheet D, China and Italy. Andrea Pilzer.
And this is the last game left out here.
And a long way back in this one. They're going to try and steal. Well, Italy's just going to try and avoid giving the steal. Even a score of 1 will be a good position for them.
Yeah, Italy has been in firm control of this entire game. China looking for a guard here.
Yeah, they have the one in place, so just try and replace it. Italy's going to continue to just remove stones.
Now Italy has a choice to make. With that shot available to them in the forefoot now, wide open.
Guard so long, and Joel Retornez sporting a pretty solid beard.
It is officially the most significant beard of any athlete here at the World Championship.
We've seen the last couple years with Finland and the dreads, but now we're seeing the beard. Able to make the hit and roll over, so they have 2 in the house.
Okay.
Shou Xiaoming now the vice skip. 73% on the game. 32-year-old.
And the front end trying to drag this rock as far as possible. Hold the line a little bit.
Well, really curling as it actually comes across, sits top of the 8-foot.
Comes up just short.
And peel of that center guard. It's the danger stone. That's the one that can hurt you.
Yeah, there's no way you can leave that there with the lead you've got and knowing you have last rock advantage.
All right, out of the hand. Play the peel. Avoid everything in the rings.
Oh, you almost clipped your own in the back.
So it is shot stone there for Italy, and we see decision. Handshakes will come out, as it is Norway dropping their first. Switzerland picks up the victory as Switzerland wins 6-3. Peter de Cruz and his side. They now move to 2-1. Winning 2 in a row, win against the U.S. yesterday. And now here against Norway. A loss coming in draw 1 against Canada.
China looking to use whatever is available to them. Playing the draw the other direction. I think they were trying to play a little tap on their own.
Restare, no? No, restare su tutti i line. Roll. No, ti metti.
Over curls a bit. Italy's going to get rid of that stone in the forefoot. Big weight takeout from Joel Retornaz. third rocks and skip.
Well, and that will push that one sideways out. Just barely moves that one out of the rings, and China just trying to steal any points to keep their chances alive in this game. Italy, even if they get one, they've got a 4-point lead heading to the 10th end.
And the shot from Leo Ray. On its way. Clockwise rotating tap. Fadushin looking to get the most out of that one right at the end. And a good shot. It's not shot yet. And it looks like because of how high that guard is, that thrower of 4 stones for Team Italy, Amos Mozanar, has a chance to get right to the nose of that one.
Well, 4th stone thrower for Italy. Amos Mozanar. Past the long guard. Avoid the jam.
And a nice shot.
Gets away with the little touch of the yellow. They lie 1-2.
Here you go. Sweepers trying to hold that line.
Amos at 81% on the game, compared to just 63 for Leo Roe.
And trying to look at angles and any options that they may have.
打你头肯定也挤不到他呀，你打掉他往里肉，靠这样的打，你得打挺正的，基本上这样能肉他前面了，还是输一个。
I wonder if the tap is still available to them on the
一个
intern
就是选
side.
一个令，你就把这个传进来赢他也行。
There's a possibility. Try and use that one top of the 8-foot to
As your guard, actually.
Yeah. Guard so long out in front. Is
Yeah. So it's just how you do it. Do you play the tap that you've seen the line on a couple of times this end, or do you play the out turn, draw around? And that's what they've settled on.
现在还行，他能掉。你看我给他们站位这个点，不顶的话，这出都正常，都站进去。
这儿他也有打定拿这个传的。
Wow. You see, always with this Chinese team, you always seem more ice than other sides, but that does look like a lot of ice to get in behind that stone
Looks
top
like a
8
lot
foot.
of ice. They tend to throw a little bit of a softer release, a little bit of a guided release. Almost directing it towards the finish spot instead of the broom, just a little bit softer. Sweepers are on it right away. Weight looks good. Now they're going for line. You can see it start to curl.
Well, trying to wrap this one around, and look at it go.
Looks like a beauty.
Fabulous shot to get that one back, forefoot, fully buried. Knew they were going to leave something for Italy. Now they need a miss. That's the key. They need to get a mistake.
So the young skip from Italy electing to play a run takeout. Or a double takeout, I guess, as it were. And I'd actually like to see him draw the forefoot and
with a 3-point lead.
Be up by 4. If this goes awry, this is the only way that lets China back in the game. But with this kind of weight,
he's played 11
hopefully
hits
knows the line.
For 84%.
Yeah, and it looks like he
has spin it out enough, get it far enough. 1 will score 2. They will get 1, 2. That might be enough to get 2, and there it is. So 2 points and the victory for Italy to move to 2-1. Quite the impressive victory for the Italian side in this one.
What a great start for Italy.
All stones up, I think. Yep.
Well, our featured game ended after just 8 ends. 9-4 was the final. Scotland winning with that big 5 in the 8th end. So United States, Scotland, and how did it get to that score? 6th end was control by Team USA in the end, and John Schuster's final stone came deep, left an opening for David Murdoch. And Murdoch, with Michael Goodfellow, Scott Andrews, take advantage, guiding this one right into the button for a single point and a big one against multiple counters. 8th end, and the final shot for John Schuster, the American skip. An all or nothing, trying to hit and roll into the pocket on the side.
Solid.
Knowing make this, you might get a force, miss it. It's a pile for the Scots, and he will be too thin, didn't curl. And it leaves the open shot for David Murdoch to score 5 points in the 8th end. I always talk about scoring multiple points. Well, we'll never complain about scoring 5 in any end. Murdoch does it in 8, and that is enough for the Americans. They concede victory to the Scots. 9-4 the victory. Scotland gets their first win, while the U.S. drops to 1-2. As we see the other results in draw 4, it is Sweden knocking off Germany 8-2, while the Swiss defeat Germany 6-3, and Italy knocks off China 8-3 to finish up draw 4 action. Leave us with our standings for the event. Canada, Japan, and Sweden all at 2-0. Italy, Switzerland at 2-1, while Norway at 1-1, along with Scotland, who got their first win in draw 4. they lead the second half of the standings, followed by Germany and the U.S. at 1 and 2, and then China, Netherlands, and Russia all sit at 0 and 2 through 4 draws of the World Championship.
David, nice win today. That must have felt really good to get your first win on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, off the back of the loss last night, we really wanted to come out strong. We felt we didn't do a lot wrong last night, just the ice was really tricky, and today ice was far better and it actually suited our game to make a lot more draws. So yeah, we're pretty happy.
Yeah, the team looked really confident and really comfortable out there. Tell me a little bit about how you started this game and approached these ice conditions.
Yeah, to start with, but to just wait to see what we had, because at the start of the game last night, actually it was okay and the frost creeped in and it was very different after a few ends. But tonight, this afternoon, it's far better. It's a better surface, and we felt a lot more confident playing draws and playing a little bit more aggressive game.
Good. And what do you think was the difference between winning and losing this game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a real tight game. It was back and forward a little bit. I think we had our nose ahead most of the game. We were in control. And then just the 8th ends, we got a few round corners, and we got a miss from the US that gave us, a nice advantage, and we took it, finished the job with that. So.
Great. Congratulations. Good luck on your next one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, victorious skip, David Murdoch. And for everyone, the entire crew, thanks for tuning in for the Ford World Men's Curling Championship. For Anne Swissel and myself, Luke Coley. We'll see you tonight for more coverage from Edmonton.